Hi, it's Waxela, and I want to take a minute to share something with you that I hope will be helpful. And I've been having a lot of conversations with my clients lately about what it takes to be in the ascension process and the personality traits. And while a lot of those things are pretty obvious, you have to have an open heart and a desire to serve and a desire to be a spiritual seeker and kindness, and you have to be willing to meditate and introspect. So all of those things are very important, but one of the things that you might not have thought very much about is curiosity. So for me, curiosity is something that has really helped me on my path. And what I mean by that is when I get confronted by something, rather than go into judgment about it, I just get curious and I start asking questions. And I ask, I go down a whole line of questioning about, well, why am I feeling this way? And where am I blocked? Where am I blocking myself from having this experience? Or where am I going into judgment and why? And I just get curious and keep asking questions, and eventually they lead me to the source of what's stopping me. And that's so important, to be willing to find the source and just getting curious about, what is this block? Why is it here? What part of me put it here? What part of me can take it away? And then, really just allowing yourself to release whatever's in your way, to receiving whatever is there for you to receive. And particularly here, I'm talking about when an ascended or a higher dimensional being shows up, or when there's a communication available with, whether it's through meditation or through contemplation, what part of myself would want to block that? What part of myself wants to receive it? So I had this happen during the full moon, which was just a week ago. And I noticed, I wrote about this in one of my emails, that when the full moonlight came in the window and wanted to interact with me, I went into some judgment and some fear about the moon because of things that I had been told, some, dark stories. And then I just got curious. And I asked myself, what part of me is blocking this communion with the moon? And what part of me doesn't want to know what the moon wants to share with me? And then I found that part. And then I just asked, what do I need to do to release this so that I can have this interaction? And so what it was is just a willingness to experience the moon. And I released in that moment, I released my resistance, and I had that experience, and it was really beautiful. And so I've been practicing this for a long time. And I can honestly say, when I get curious with whatever it is that shows up, whether it's a galactic, higher dimensional being, or a planetary energy, or just an idea or a thought, or even a possibility of an interaction with another person, or a thought I've been holding about another person or against another person, I get curious about it, and judging it will never do the job. What you need to do is go into non-judgment and just get curious with yourself. Where is this coming from? Why am I holding on to it? And what is it going to take to release it? And if you can ask yourself those questions and do the work around releasing and allowing yourself to let go of whatever it is that is keeping you in a lower frequency, then you will definitely open up to an ascended consciousness or awareness, or the higher states of being. So that's it for today. I hope that's helpful. Thank you for tuning in, and namaste wherever you are.